When it comes to French wine, the word expensive comes to mind. It is no surprise that you have that kind of thought, given the fact that the most popular French wine that most of us know are Bordeaux, Chateau Lafite Rothschild 1982, or Bourgogne, Romani Conti can be quite expensive. But what if I tell you there are less popular French wine that not only taste great, but cost a fraction of your average Bordeaux or Bourgogne wines? Want to know more? Stay tuned! Hi, I'm Trina. Welcome to my channel where we make wines more approachable for you. Before we jump into the wallet-friendly wines, let's take a closer look at French wines. I can bet a wine that the first French wine you had is either a Bordeaux or a Burgundy wine. When we look at Bordeaux and Burgundy wine closely, you will notice that both of these wines are actually very different. Bordeaux are powerful and rich due to its Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot base, while Bourgogne or Burgundy wines are elegant and silky due to its Pinot Noir. Today's wine that we're going to introduce will be either more Bordeaux-like or more Burgundy-like or somewhere in between that is definitely interesting for you to try. Let's jump into it. The first one we would like to introduce to you will be this bottle. As you can see, this particular bottle actually won a gold medal and is from an area called Bordeaux. Now where is Bordeaux? Bordeaux is actually part of Provence. Yes, you heard it right, Provence, an area where it's famous for the rosé wine. But this is red wine, that is what makes it so special. Another thing that makes Bordeaux special is it actually requires an oak aging for 18 months. When the wine is aged for so long under oak, it will take time actually to soften. This is quite similar like Bordeaux wine, but you need some time before you can really drink it. Averagely, Bordeaux wines are about 5 to 10 years. For Bordeaux, you at least need 10 years. So, this particular wine here is bottled at 2012, so it'll be ready to drink only next year. The only difference between Bordeaux and Bordeaux wine is the grape. While Bordeaux wine uses Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot as base, Bordeaux actually uses Mourvedre and Grenache. When we talk about Malbec, the country Argentina always comes to mind. But did you know the grape Malbec is actually not from Argentina, but originated from France? And the area that is originated from is none other than Cahors. This is a Cahors Malbec. The difference between a Cahors Malbec and an Argentine Malbec is it is definitely more subtle and more elegant, but it still gives off the notes of blackberry, prunes, and also tobacco like its Argentine counterpart. Although the taste is more like a Merlot mixed with Shiraz, the same inky purple dark color from the Argentine Malbec will can still be found on the French Malbec. And normally my favorite food to pair with this French Malbec is none other than kajang satay. The next wine that I would like to introduce you is from an area called Fronton. Fronton is an area from southwest France. Take note, southwest France and southern France is two separate areas. Southern France is more about Languedoc-Roussillon. Southwest France is actually another area. In this area of Fronton, the grape that makes this red wine is actually Negrette. This is actually made from 100% Negrette. Negrette is an interesting grape because the taste is like a Bordeaux mixed with a Shiraz, but with the body of Merlot. Isn't that interesting? So, if you happen to like Bordeaux, right bank, which is Merlot base, and you also like some Cotes Du Rhone, or should I say Northern Rhone because of the Shiraz, this is a wine that you definitely will not want to miss. And for those who are adventurous, I would recommend to pair this wine with none other than fried Hokkien mee. If you enjoyed the video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Now let's move on to the white wine. The first white wine that I'm going to introduce to you is actually a mouthful to pronounce, because originally this particular wine or this particular grape is actually from a German word instead of a French word. It is none other than Gewürztraminer from Alsace. In fact, Alsace was once belonged to Germany, hence that's why they actually have this German grape. In German, the word Gewürz means spice. This particular Alsace Gewürztraminer actually is very spicy. Now, in terms of spicy, we don't mean it's hot, but we are meaning that it has actually notes of cardamom and also allspice. But the most distinct character associated with Gewürztraminer is lychee, or the Angmo will call it lychee. Because of its high acidity and spice-like nature in terms of this wine has always been a favorite for Asian cuisine such as Thai cuisine. But for Malaysian cuisine, I would actually recommend you to try with dim sum. And if you're adventurous, you can actually try this with bak kut teh, the clang bak kut teh. Now, if you're a big fan of Chardonnay, I would actually recommend you to try a Chardonnay from Bourgogne. Yes, you heard it right, Bourgogne, the area where it's famous for Gamay grapes, which make great wine. In fact, Bourgogne Blanc is so rare that it only contributes 2% of the production from the Bourgogne area. This is the bottle I would recommend to you. I would say Bourgogne Village Blanc is actually quite similar to Mâconnais due to the similarity they have in soil. The only difference for this Chardonnay is it will be much lighter and much more fruitier. Therefore, the food that I recommend to go with is roti canai and, if you're feeling adventurous, banana leaf rice. The last wine that I would like to introduce you is actually a very rare wine. In fact, it just hit our shore 1 or 2 months ago. The area it is from is also very small and pretty much unheard of. The name of area is actually called Sewa. Haven't heard of it before, right? And the wine that I'm talking about is this particular bottle. Chasselas. Oh, how's it pronounced? Chasselas, yes, Chasselas, that's how you pronounce it. This bottle of wine is made of 100% Chasselas. And Chasselas is actually quite a neutral wine. Why we say neutral is actually quite easy drinking. It has fruity notes such as peach and also melon. Due to the cold nature of the area which this wine is being grown, which is very near Switzerland, the wine has very high acidity. The good news is high acidity wines are actually very food friendly wines. Therefore, you can actually pair this wine with a lot of food. But for those who are very adventurous and want to try something new, you can always pair this wine with curry laksa. We hope you like our sharing on wallet-friendly French wine. Let us know which one you're interested to try and why. Comment below. Lastly, if you'd like to see more wine videos like this, do consider subscribing to our channel, as we'll be featuring more wines and making it more approachable for you. Till then, have a wonderful day. Bye!